Hey, welcome back, Rankers. Usually, about a month from now, or a little bit longer, I usually get asked by the press in various forms, hey, what should businesses be doing and preparing for Christmas and the summer season and those sorts of things, the holiday season? What should they be doing in preparation for that? Well, the reality is, by then, it's too late. They should be doing it now. So today I wanted to take you across 4 things which I think are important this silly season, and I call it silly season because in the Northern Hemisphere, massive time for sales with the US Thanksgiving sale and all those sorts of things, and of course in the Southern Hemisphere, it's a big time for just your normal Christmas shopping and all that sort of stuff, plus a whole lot of other seasonal products. This client here, for instance, has been with us for a couple of years now. They started back here, you can see here, they were getting back in, let's say, July or August, a couple of years ago, getting about 40 sessions a day. These days they're getting about nearly 200 sessions a day. And that's just from creating content on a regular basis, apart from all the other SEO work. But from this point onwards, where you can see the graph start to go up, this is the seasonality of their business. But as the graph goes up, what's in here is not only seasonality, but also content creation. So content creation was started for them around this time last year. And you can see here that it's, when you compare this year to last year when there was no new content created, it's quite a significant difference. And of course, this is just organic search traffic. So if you're not doing content, there is a clear example of why you should be doing content, right, on a regular basis. Now, what we're going to have a word to the client about this year is because they are so seasonal, my belief is that, and it might be counterintuitive to a lot of business owners out there, but the busier that you're getting, you need to be doing more content. You need to be capitalising on that exposure that you might be getting from people talking about you online and those sorts of things, and you need to do it more. So I'd say the busier the time of the year it is for you seasonally, publish more content. The other thing you should be doing this year, of course, is, as we mentioned last week, it's going to give you an edge. Start looking at it, start planning it, move to HTTPS. So that means abandoning your old HTTP. And the reason why you want to do this now, rather than close to the Christmas period, is because it could see your rankings drop. It shouldn't, but it may. Depending on who does the work for you, it could initially see your rankings drop. So you don't want to be doing that during a busy time when you know there's a lot of search traffic coming in. So get it done now, end of winter, and you can see here for most businesses, and this one's incredibly seasonal, they sell swimming pools. But usually this time of year in certainly Australia is a quiet time relative to the other parts of the year. So get that HTTPS, start working on that now, start planning it. We've seen a couple of clients go off and do it on themselves before they come and talk to us about it, and they've busted it. It hasn't worked terribly well for them, and they've lost their rankings. Good news is, though, once you do it right, fix it, the rankings come back pretty much overnight. So it's an easy thing to fix if you do get it wrong, but it's best, of course, not to get it wrong in the first place. The other thing, of course, this year that you must be doing right now, if you haven't done it, drop everything, stop what you're doing, and go and do this. Get a remarketing pixel on your website for Facebook remarketing website custom audiences. The reason is that unless you have that pixel on your website, you can't actually create an audience. So you need to get that pixel up on your website right now. So this is so you can start to run ads around the time that you want to within Facebook to target people that have visited your site. And as of today, and thank you to Steve Ellis for pointing this out, Steve Ellis of the Honey Bar, Australia's probably foremost authority on using Facebook for business. And also part of Beers, Blokes and Business. Check that out, beersblokesbusiness.com. They've just, Facebook, new options for creating a website custom audience. Just today, launched today. So now we can target people who haven't visited your site in a certain amount of time. And we can wind this this number here back to 180 days. So we can say, if anybody's visited my site in the last 180 days, I want them in an audience that I want to create that I can market to later. But you've got to get that pixel up now. It's pointless thinking about, come November, gee, let's do some Facebook remarketing. Well, you don't have an audience, you don't have a pixel. So you've got no one to market to. So get that done now, really important. And of course, if you're doing a M.dot site like for your mobile users, stop that. Move to a responsive design site. And you may not want to do all of these things at once, but if you're going to move to a responsive design from mobile, you might as well do your HTTPS at the same time. Well, not at the same time. Get your responsive design done first, and then quickly move to HTTPS, because they're both major infrastructure changes. So do one and then follow up with the other. Should only take you a few weeks to a month to get most of that done, depending on the size of your site. And then, of course, just get into that content. If you haven't got an editorial calendar, get one. My editorial calendar is mapped out. Every week, staff know here, and they're all sort of peeking around the corner and saying stuff like, has Jim finished his show yet? Every week, staff know that in my calendar, mapped out is that video blog recorded, and tonight I have to put the bit out as well. And the dev team's having a weekly meeting right now. But you can see there every after, till tonight, I'll do some editing, I'll do some writing, and get that done. But it's in my diary. It's been in my diary every week since 2006, and I haven't missed one ever. I think I probably stopped for Christmas, but that's about it. And I'm not saying you have to do that, but just get it regular. Even if it's once a fortnight, even if it's, once a month's probably not enough, but at least once a fortnight. Have something to do with your site that's going to put new content on your site. It could be a video, it could be a podcast. Try to get some text in there with it though. Try to get a little bit of information around the rich media content that you might be doing. So Google's got something to crawl, because remember, Google is pretty dumb and it cannot index audio or video just yet. And that is it for this week. Hopefully that's helpful. If you've got any questions, then send them through to tech@stuartmedia.biz, and we'll see you next week. Thanks very much. Bye.